we'll be looking at short story number 2. The name is As a Father. About it. Annan's father, Surya, was to take care of his son. His wife was away and Surya had trouble keeping his son under control. Annan one day disappeared after his father told him for fun he had a secret brother hiding in the Himalayas. Surya described to the police that day's events in first person mode. "Good morning, father," a voice cried out. I opened my eyes to see my son. I slowly got up and pushed him off me. "Tell me a story," said Annan piteously. I told him kindly, "What are you doing here? Come on, let's get ready to school." Surprisingly, the boy was restless. He ran around the room, accidentally broke a new vase gifted from my mother, his grandmother. He received a few slaps, and as usual, I expected him to cry, but he just laughed. "That didn't hurt." Anand smirked, but I saw a bead of tears glinting in the sun under his eyes. I just sighed and pushed him out to the driver to take him to school. Relieved, I had a bath and sat at my desk with a few doses under my nose. I talked with my clients that morning. At the end of the meeting, one remarked, "Is anybody having trouble taking care of their children?" "Yes, da," another said. "Just kinda hard to keep them under your noses, disappearing out of the blue." We laughed and I cut the call. After that, I had a long argument with my friend over a political affair. Then, that evening, when the boy came home and changed his clothes, he just said, "Tell me a story." Defeated, I told him to come closer. Then I whispered to him, "You have a secret brother in the Himalayas. He's going to sacrifice himself. Try to stop him if you can." Actually, this wasn't a story but just a few lines. It would look like a story to him though. He yawned and said, looking serious, "Can I find him, Dad?" Taken aback, I said, "No, you're not." I will," he replied nonchalantly, and ran outside to play. I kept an eye on him that day to see if he was packing or doing anything suspicious, but he wasn't. He wasn't a normal boy. He was one of those daring boys, so keeping an eye on him was the best choice. Anand came home that night and I fed him until he was fat as a pumpkin. Then I put him to bed. That night I couldn't sleep. I thought I heard scuffling sounds. Could it be an animal prowling around? The village was near to the forests. It might be a tiger or a panther. I take out a stick made of brass, tie a turban around my head, and walk out of the room. Another thump came and I turned on the light. I saw a small, dark figure with a bundle on his back and a wooden stick running out of the house. I ran after him. Could it be a thief? I tripped and fell over a small stone. I quickly got up and ran after him. I grabbed him by the collar of his shirt and flashed my torchlight at him. It was Annan. He gave me a good shove and ran away into the everlasting darkness. The moon suddenly came up and showed a good way of the path. I spied Annan's back and shouted, "Help! Catch him!" But no one came. Everybody was sleeping as still as logs, making the sound of a bull while snoring. Nobody came to help me. I saw the boy slowing down and I stopped. He smiled and remarked, "I'm going to the Himalayas to seek my brother. You can't stop me." And with that, he ran into a forest, and a bitter, horrible, and dreaded place, full of tigers, panthers, snakes, cheetahs, and goodness knows what. I took out my phone and called my wife while steadily walking home and told her of what had happened. She was really shocked and said she would come the next day. She criticized me and said I could have taken care of him better by locking the front door. I gently reminded her there was no lock on the door, and the fact that we hadn't fitted one. She just gave a snort and cut the call. I sat on the doorstep and broke into a sob. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get more notifications from